Asia here, and welcome back to The Purpose of Prep, your one-stop shop for everything study skills, college admissions, and SAT prep. Paying for college is a lot of the times always thought of as an afterthought. Students spend so much time thinking about how they're going to get into their dream college, but not about if and how they're going to pay for it. And I recommend that you start thinking about it now. You do not want to wait until you get your acceptance letter, because a lot of the times by then it can be too late. So in order to save you the heartache and stress, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to pay for college without loans so that you can start thinking about your financial aid plan today. Now, the first tip I have for you is to prioritize the SAT. Now, in 2020, a lot of schools went SAT optional. So students have been choosing to opt out of taking the SAT or submitting their SAT scores for admissions. But I'm here to tell you that the SAT is more than just a tool to help you get into college. It can also get you access to funds from your university to help pay for your tuition, room, board, and all of those other expenses. Any demonstration of merit and academic achievement is only going to boost your chances of getting large scholarships and sometimes even full rides from your university. So make sure that if you did decide to pass up the SAT for admissions, you reevaluate that, because it can be a really major player in receiving more money from your university, along with the GPA and other forms of academic achievement. Now, the next tip I have for you is to apply to private scholarships, regardless of the amount that is being awarded. A lot of students will skip over private scholarships because they're only $500 or $1,000, and it doesn't seem like a large sum of money, but they add up. Winning a few of these private scholarships can make a major difference when you see your financial aid package from your university and realize that you may have a financial aid gap that could be filled with a few $1,000s. So make sure, regardless of the small amount, someone has to win that scholarship, and why can't it be you? So make sure not to skip over those small private scholarships, because they can come in handy when you need a few extra $1,000s to cover your expenses and you don't want to take out loans. And if you want help identifying scholarships to apply to, check out this video I did right here that talks about the different scholarship types that you can look at. My last tip for you today is to become an RA at your university. RA stands for Resident Assistant, which is a student who manages a hall or floor of a residence hall at their university. And at many universities, if you're a resident assistant, you will receive reduced or free room and board in exchange for your work as an RA. Now, RAs will perform various tasks that involve managing their hall or floor for that particular dorm. RAs will handle various tasks like putting on events for their residents, communicating between the university and the student for maintenance issues. They'll also make sure that they handle any roommate issues that are happening between their residents, and make sure that the hall is following all of the rules of the dorms, and different tasks like that that involve managing that specific part of the dorm that they are responsible for. Now, becoming an RA is not always an immediate solution, because many students can't become an RA until their second semester of freshman year or until the beginning of their sophomore year. But when you think about all the years that you won't have to pay for room and board, you are saving thousands of dollars. So this is a very viable option to supplement your financial aid package for college without using loans. Now, as promised, I have a quick bonus tip for you, which is to evaluate state-specific scholarships and grants to supplement your financial aid package. So besides the money your school gives you, and besides the money that you'll get from private scholarships, there are also scholarships that are state-specific to the state that you live in. Now, many of these state scholarships require you to be a resident and also require you to go to a school within the state. So you'll have to look at those specifics for each scholarship. But for example, one, if you live in the state of Florida, is Bright Futures. And if you meet the threshold for SAT scores, GPA, and volunteer hours, Bright Futures will actually give you a certain amount of money per credit hour for the courses you're taking in college. So if you're planning on applying to schools that are within your state, or you're completely set on staying in the state that you're in, then this is a very viable option to make sure that you have the money you need to pay for your classes without student loans. Now, I hope you found this video helpful, and as we always say here at The Purpose of Prep, work hard, study smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.